Today, we're going to talk about my experience in Raleigh. We made 1 million in our second year in practice. We're trying to help as many chiropractors and future chiropractors do the same to help as many people as possible. I don't run any ads, so if you enjoy the content, please subscribe and share it with your colleagues and future colleagues to get on the path to victory.
You have to understand how things are up here.
And I say we because I have a special guest again here, my lovely wife, Emily. Thank you for joining me one more time.
Thanks for having me. Great to be back in the Howdy studio.
Yeah, so let's break the ice. Let's go straight to the point. My experience in Raleigh. So I left my office for a whole month and went to Raleigh, Texas. That is close to Dallas, like 20, 30 minutes east. Why did I go there? As to my question, basically, we talk about flipping houses. I had never heard about flipping an office. You know, so everyone buys a chiropractic office that is doing great. I want to do the opposite. So I want to join an office that is doing pretty bad to help them gain momentum. So basically flipping the office. So our partner in Victoryspinalcare, he owns another office in Raleigh, Texas. He was telling me the situation. I remember we were on a cruise and I got Wi-Fi that day. And like I saw that he was kind of stressed because the chiropractor is quitting after a year long. And I'm like, hey, doc, like I'll go there. Just give me a week after we finish the cruise and I'll go there. But what about your office? I'm like, Emily has it under control. We're going to be good. We have good system. Just let me go there for a month. See if I could grow it at least twice of what it's doing right now. It was a humbling experience for sure. And that's what we're going to break now, correct?
Yeah, let's do it. So a couple questions about that. What was it like when you got there? So, I mean, you said they were not doing well, obviously. What was the culture like? What was the energy like?
Yeah, a great question. So no culture, no energy. Okay, so I was supposed to go there first week of July. I went the last week of June just to know the staff, get to meet the doctor that was there, that he was leaving the first week of July. That way, I could see what is their interaction with the patients. And I could tell the doctor was pretty lazy, so I could understand why he was leaving, actually, because our partner that owns the clinic is pretty intense. He's like us.
Yeah.
And then you have this doctor that is kind of like laid back, lazy, what we call him mamao in Puerto Rico on the slang. So it was pretty humbling just getting there. I get to meet him, They were seeing 6 patients a day, full day.
Wow.
We're talking about 7:30 to 6 p.m., 6 patients. A lot of waste time if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
So I got to meet the staff. The staff was pretty low energy, including one of them is pregnant. It's about to give birth this month, at the end of the month. So, like they want to hustle, they want a bonus, they want to do great. Yeah. And then the other staff is great. She's a Hispanic girl. She's doing amazing. They see a lot of Hispanic people. So it was kind of great me going over there. Yeah. Then the doctor, again, was not doing anything in between hours. Between patients, he was just sitting on a chair doing nothing, no marketing or anything. So I asked the girls, is it me like that every time? Yes, since we opened. They started doing pretty good, and around April they started going down, and that's when he decided to quit. So when I met the girls the week before I was supposed to be there, I took them to lunch, and I'm like, okay, let's break this apart. Like what's going on with the clinic, what's working, what's not working. They told me everything. They opened up. What do you want to change? What do you want to keep? Because they had great systems, and I know we're going to talk about that soon. But they broke everything down. I want to see where they want to go, that way I could help them achieve that goal. It's not just me going there and we're going to do my goals. I want to know where they stand and help them achieve that goal.
Right. So they had really good systems, it sounds like. It's just culture and energy were super low. But why, even with good systems, because we talk about this all the time, you have to have good systems to keep things running. If they had good systems, why were things not working?
Great question. They were not following the system. As you know, I asked Dr. Matt is also one of the owners of the clinic. I asked him, what system are you using? And he basically sent me videos of the system. And that was 2 weeks before I was going there, So I need to learn their systems. They were not using our system, so I need to learn their system if I'm going to their office.
Right.
Because the system is proven already. Their system works. You just need to follow it. The doctor was not following the system, and he was doing whatever he wanted. So, about this. I was studying the system. on the way there and on the way back, because I couldn't do it with you nor Luca, because right now we were not going to spend a lot of time together as a family. So I was trying to like all the time we had together to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I learned the system in 2 weeks and I implemented it and it actually worked.
So besides implementing system, what sorts of things did you do to like boost the morale, boost the culture, boost the energy in the office? Because I know you talked about like morning huddles was a big deal. What other things did you do to kind of raise the overall, like people were just down, right? Just not seeing a lot of patients.
super low energy. So the morning huddle, they just basically everyone sits, blah 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 blah. Let's say a prayer, amen, and everyone lives their own way. So I got there, like 7 a.m. and I'm like, okay, let's go, let's do this. And they were like, whoa, no, this energy is changing today. So I took care of the morning huddle. We have a great prayer every time. We had a little education moment, or what was your highlight of yesterday, your highlight of the weekend. I just want to, let's bring positive energy right now. So, and this patient, this is what's going to happen with this patient. This patient is going to see a lot of success today. So let's just make it happen.
Yes.
So the energy boost, and I'm telling you, the energy and the culture boost to the point that the first week I was there, we had 3 walk-ins. I asked the girls, how often has this happened? And they were like, we never had a walk-in before.
3 walk-ins.
And we had 3 walk-ins in 1 week. And I told them, see, if you change the energy, the Lord is going to bless you.
Provide that.
So it was pretty cool, that thing.
Yeah. So you guys are like super excited and positive, ready to serve people. And so I know one thing that you mentioned was the doctor just wasn't doing what he should have done, right? Umamau.
Correct.
What was he doing as far as like recommending care for people?
Yeah. So they had a system, and as you know, care plans are pretty important. So if someone is suffering from migraines, 5 visits is not going to do anything for them.
Right.
Correct. So it was basically a pain model office, but it's crazy because they have a satellite office in Missouri, and this office has a great culture, like no vaccines, super holistic, nervous system. And then you have the satellite office in Raleigh that is just pain-based, but it's because of the doctor.
Right.
So he wasn't following the culture of the office. So he was recommending 6 visits. Then people come after the 6th visit, and he's like, oh, you're okay. And they were like, no, I have pain. Oh, no, you're okay. It's like, dude, no, like he's telling you he's in pain,
Yeah.
So we started recommending care plans and following the care plans, and people were just signing up. The staff was like, I don't know why he never recommended that, but he was just afraid of confrontation. He was afraid of presenting a care plan. So I was doing what is best for the patient. If you have migraines, I'm going to recommend you this amount of visit because this is what's going to help you. And I saw it with my own eyes, how people were like, with migraines were having great results. With sciatica, we're having great results. So it was more than 6 visits.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're getting people under good care. Staff is boosted. The doctor's now out. You got a new doctor in there. What sorts of things have you been doing to help this new doctor really sustain that momentum? Like, it sounds like you brought things up. Like, how can you keep it at that level now with this new doc?
Yeah. So I wanted to increase the office times 10. You know me. But when I got there, I was like, okay, this is going to be a little rough because there's not a foundation. So if I raise this office pretty high, when I leave the next month, it's just going to fall down again.
Right.
So I'm trying to build a foundation. And that's what I focused the first week of building a foundation with the new doctor. That way we could establish a system. We train a lot. He's still training a lot and doing great. So we set a foundation. That way for the next upcoming month, we just keep building. It's like on the Bible, you want to build your house on a rock, not on the sand, because it's going to fall down.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to do this month. It was pretty humbling because I just wanted to raise the office 10 times, but setting the foundation, and then the other 3 weeks, we saw how we basically grew.
So that when you're not in that office, you guys have already that solid foundation, and it can weather the storm, so to speak, if things, they have a rough month, or if, I don't know, the staff has her baby and
Correct.
she's out.
We want to create a business.
Yeah, yes. and a good automated, sustained business. So
Correct.
That's really great that you brought that momentum. Let's talk about now kind of like on a personal basis. You left me and our son for a whole month, and I know that was really difficult for you. So do you mind kind of just talking about like how that was, just some sacrifices that you made during that month?
Yes, absolutely. And not just me, because you stay with Luca by yourself in the house and running an office, seeing more than 6 patients for sure. So I was going to Raleigh Sunday to Thursday. So I drove Thursday night after big traffic. I got home at 9 p.m. Luca's sleeping already, so I can only spend Friday and Saturday with him. Sunday we go to church, and then I'm leaving back to Raleigh. So it was pretty humbling. And I was living on an Airbnb, one room. It was great. I was living there with a couple entrepreneurs as well. They were pretty welcoming, so I want to thank them for that. But I was living on a room, and that's it. But I was just getting there to sleep because I woke up at 4 a.m., go to the gym at 5, and I didn't go back to the Airbnb until 7 p.m. to shower, eat, and go to bed. So it was pretty humbling, just the routine I was doing, but it definitely worked.
Yeah, putting in that work. What sorts of things, you kind of mentioned some joining a gym, networking. What sorts of things did you do to network and to market in Rowlett, being there for only a month? I know, time was of the essence. What sorts of things did you do to really boost those community connections?
Yeah, so I didn't have friends there, so I was trying to create a community. I created a great community at the CrossFit gym. A lot of great people over there. And then, I joined BNI. I was going to Christian business networking. We did a lot of external, like door-to-door, business-to-business. We did a lot of digital marketing. We did a lot of lunch and learn with firefighters, patient orientation class, and other couple marketing that if you have any question about them, just reach out to me, but they work amazing. So yeah, it was pretty humbling, everything.
So you grinded, I know, from Monday to Thursday, just like, we do back here in Abilene. But I know by Thursday you were ready to go. You're ready to come home. Do you mind sharing kind of some things that you did to set your schedule up so that you could jet on back to me and Luca?
Absolutely. So if I saw a patient on Wednesday afternoon, I'm like, hey, I want to see you tomorrow, Thursday. If you can come in the morning, that would be great. I didn't want to hit the traffic in Dallas, and I wanted to come back for I could at least go to Victoryspinalcare here in town, for I could see the staff and they could see hey, wow, he just drove all the way and came to the office. So sometimes I was able to do it. A couple of times I wasn't able, including a weekend I had to leave town because Kansas City, I had a seminar there. So I spent 2 weeks without seeing you guys. That was hard, but it's what I tell you. I wasn't working. I was just creating. I want to create an empire for my family. So that's what I was trying to do.
I love it. Yeah. And I'm with you on board. Obviously, I support you. Do you mind sharing this month that you were there versus the prior month where you weren't there, just how some metrics change as far as patient visits, maybe collections?
Yeah, so absolutely. From seeing 6 patients, we increased it to 30 estimated a day. It's still not a lot, but you have to remember a lot of the patients that were established, they left to the other doctor. The other doctor left a mile or 2 miles away from the office.
Yeah.
And he was telling people hey, he sent a text message to them from his personal phone. I'm going to this office, follow me, we get insurance there. So a lot of his people follow him. It's kind of a terrible move if you think about it, So he left on bad terms just by doing that. But it was pretty humbling and great. We got a lot of new patients, 30 people a day compared with 6. When it comes to number, we grew the office times 3. I think it was almost times 4. Still want to grow it more. I'm still going to go there at least once a month and keep helping them. But it's pretty humbling. On the opposite side, in Raleigh, focusing here, I was only in Abilene, and we had our best month ever. Thanks to you, Dr. Bryce and Dr. Jimmy. So I just want to give you a shout out there, and thank you for working hard.
Yeah, of course. Well, if you're able to step out and leave, your business should be able to still run, and it's automated. So, I just think it proves that we've got great systems going on here. And if you can implement that in Rowlett or San Diego, San Francisco, wherever, it should be able to work. So, and I think that's what you plan to do here now on, because you've proven that it works and it's a great system. So, future experiences, you'll do this again?
Well, just wait for us. Next month, we're going to Lubbock, Texas.
Woo!
In a couple months, we're going to Waco. So stay tuned. If you have any question, just reach out to us, and we're pretty excited about the future.